Good morning. We're coming to you today from the wonderful Homestead Miami Speedway. We've got a HPDE to do today with PDG. It's a local HPDE group, followed by this weekend with NASA. So this will be my first points events with NASA. They started at PBIR a couple weeks ago, but this morning is just going to be a DE, get the car set up a little bit better, and see what happens from there. The weather's going to be beautiful today, sunny, I think low 70s. Tomorrow, windy in the 70s, and then Sunday we'll see how it goes. I might hit the road at lunchtime. I got about a 4.5–5 hour drive back home. But yeah, here we are, nice and bright and bushy-eyed at Homestead.
Powered by Ocho.
So the one thing about Homestead is you get real garages if you want them. I have one assigned to me, but I don't know necessarily if I'm going to use it. I don't generally tend to like to be in garages. I get a little bit too loud at times, and it takes the fun out of it for me. I'll just hang out in my tent next to the air conditioning and have a good time. So you haven't seen a video yet because I haven't swapped it out, but still the cool shirt. Got ice in there. I need to go get some water, start packing some water over here because there's no water in the garages. So, yep, looks like there's a gate open for the track. You can hear a guy out there cleaning the track, but we don't usually run the banking, which is kind of nice. I don't really care for banking too much. So here's your pits. There's your front stretch. So last night they let us in, so we got in early, so we're pretty much all set up. I didn't take any footage of it, it was pretty boring, but we're ready to go. So once I come back, I'll be on track, so we'll see you then.
So this is the first time I've ever been on the track. I didn't even get to walk the track the night before or anything, so I saw some videos on YouTube just to kind of know what to expect. But as far as driving, this is the first opportunity that I had to even be out there. So just kind of getting oriented. I wanted to follow Cecil for a little bit, so I got behind him just so that he could lead me around a little bit. He's been here I think once or twice before and has a little bit of experience, so that's what we're doing here. I'm just kind of getting my bearings, trying to see what's around and not really knowing what's around the next turn, and finding gearing and all the things that you want to do when you first go out on a track. Look for corner workers, look for brake points, look for brake markers, and just landmarks that you can utilize to establish your lap. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, and I'll address the track layout. It is we are taking the oval for NASCAR 3 and 4. This was a decision made by PDG, the group that we're with, and they run the oval 3 and 4 for the advanced group. Now, I didn't realize this until later in the day that I could have switched to an intermediate group and run the both infield. So I later in the video, when I discovered that, we switched to do the infield. So let's finish off this last lap, and this session is pretty much what you see here. Car gets a little squirrely as I try to figure out what grip levels I have, and yeah, just learning the track here.
All right, so I actually did 2 sessions. I didn't get back to you guys after that first session. It was pretty much a wash. I didn't know what I was doing, really. I'd never been on the track before. Second session is done. Doing pretty well. I think it's a second off of the track record for this configuration, so still have a lot more to learn. I got to trust the car a little bit coming around the oval. I know I'm losing a lot of time there because I'm not flat out like I probably could be. But really good day today. There's not a lot of cars in our run group. Maybe, I don't know. I barely even see anybody when I'm out there. Most of the time it's when we come out on track. So pretty good day. I'm going to leave you here and I will catch up to you guys after the next session.
So this is the second lap, the fastest lap of this session. So I'm learning right here. I could have went flat out. I need to be more to the right of the track and apex a little bit later here. There's some white striping right here I need to carry out to the end of before I start my turn in. I like the car mid-track right here. You can see it's a little slick still. I started asking some questions to some people that are familiar with the track, and they weren't suggesting any changes to my suspension yet, but at the end of the day I ended up doing it and it fared pretty well, that we'll see in later videos. But so this is the third session, feeling a little bit more comfortable. I'm using a lot of the track here, learning where I can go full throttle, using all the track, figuring out where all the rumble strips end and begin still, and just learning my gearing and what makes sense to use and what not to use. I really need to get back into shape with my left knee. I had surgery on it, so I can't left foot brake right now. I really need to if I really want to pick up some time, but you know, that'll come with you know, physical therapy out of that knee and getting it back in shape and whatnot. So here we come back around 3 and 4. You can see my throttle control here. I'm 50%, I'm off, and then I'm back on, and I start giving it more throttle as I exit. But I think I can be a little bit faster there. This lap wasn't as fast as the session before, but you know, we're still learning things.
All right, it's lunch break. 3 sessions down. I'm getting a little bit faster and faster. I just found out that the course that we're running tomorrow is the double infield. Today we were running the first infield and then the 3-4 bank of Homestead, which I don't think we're going to do it all tomorrow. So it's been kind of like, I guess at least I learned 1 infield. So I talked to the organizers. They're going to let me run with the intermediate group, so I can run that because I have the advanced group on the banking, and I don't know why. But anyways, so I'm going to do 1 session. The next session will be double infield so that I can at least see it for tomorrow's points events. And we'll see how it goes. Other than that, car's running good. Tunes are really good. I'm happy with the tune that I have. Yeah, so we'll just get faster and faster from here. So, all right, talk to you later.
right, that's a wrap. I took my brother and nephew are actually in town visiting, so I took them out for the last couple sessions and just give them some time in the car. But that's it. We're done for the day. Car ran good. I'm going to swap over to the softer tires for tomorrow since we're doing the time trials. We don't need to worry about getting those heated up. Do a couple laps, come in and be done, and see where we fall. Going to register for NASA, run through tech, and all right, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Talk to you next time. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them as the day goes on as well, if I need to. But outside of that, thanks for watching.
Powered by the old show.